Welcome to the adventures of the filth stack that is Archpriestess Lassie, a woman who famously told the people of Crete that those who commit incest will be put to the stake. Well, maybe not put to the stake, but will face some sort of legal punishment within our legal system, which we redesigned, and now I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we made it legal anyway, right? Hang on. Sorry, hang on. Let me just check. Close kin taboo. So Lassie has broken her own rules. Now, never before in history has a religious figure ever gone against their own rules that they have perhaps appointed. But I'm going to throw old Lassie Borgia here straight in the friggin' labyrinth for crimes against the religion she invented. This is quite literally, I know a lot of people made this comment before. This is like when we start a series, I realize quickly it's too overpowered and then come up with some bullshit rule to try and balance it out a little bit. Like, for example, I may or may not have invented an entire labyrinth. Anyway, here we are. So, I accidentally, maybe we've invented a pretty fun game rule here, and that is democracy. At the end of yesterday, I said, who should we elect to obviously put in charge of the realm? And to my surprise, the people, that's you guys watching, voted for Toto. Now, I personally probably wouldn't have voted for Toto. Bear in mind, we originally were going for, what, like Collie, I believe? He probably would have been my personal vote, but the people went for a tactical vote, and that's you guys. The most voted comment I saw was either Toto or Toto, and then vote for Pug. Get a fresh slate, because we've got a 6-year-old girl basically ready, kind of upcoming here, ready to take the reins of the realm. You know, it'd be quite nice to not play as a character who has 141 years of experience. So maybe, as a rule, we could say whenever we do an abdication, we do a double abdication. So Lassie goes in the labyrinth, and Toto goes in the labyrinth. And it makes even more sense considering we invented a religion, made incest illegal, and then incested, and both of these two are implicit in that. So we've actually kind of set ourselves up nicely here for Pug to take control. Now, Pug is only 6, but she does have 25 prowess. That's fucking incredible. So, should be able to clap any rebellions basically single-handedly and personally on the event that they do come up there. So, first things first, my friends, we deal with our enemy, who I spent most of yesterday trying to sort out, and that, of course, is King Asgalatas. A man who was doing something wrong. I can't remember what it was now. But either way, he was... He of course, he outed our incestuous nature, right? Or was trying to fabricate a claim. I really don't remember. It doesn't matter too much. The point is, he betrayed his queen. And we dedicated genuinely 10 years and many, many perks to stopping him. We befriended people, we swayed people, and finally we were able to abduct him. And now, my friends, I think we sacrifice him. How do I do that? In hindsight, I really have no idea. How do I sacrifice you? Do we go execute? And then... Oh, it's an act of tyranny. Oh, no way. We could take on the tyranny. And then she could willingly, you know, offer herself up to the labyrinth as kind of a final tyrannical act. She herself is going into the labyrinth too. I quite like that idea. Now, we should also, bear in mind that the characters are still free. Lassie will still exist. You know, she doesn't die, she doesn't disappear. She's still on the island of Knossos, but as an interred member of the labyrinth, she becomes a devotee, I think the actual trait is called, whereby she's dedicated to her religion and by extent the defense of our island. But of course, we are allowed to have priests as warriors, so she's a defender of the realm. But she might want to leave, and she might choose to leave. And I think it has to fall to us that if Lassie then decides to leave the island, we should have to hunt her down. Because that is the rules of this here island. Fucking King Minos didn't have a fucking revolving door on the front door, okay, Lassie? So if she leaves, she's in a lot of trouble. Right then, let's deal with this shit first. I am going to take the tyranny. But we need to set a boundary here. We need to draw a line in the sand, and we say that people who betray the throne get dealt with harshly. We are the ones in control. How the hell do we do human sacrifice, then? Executions earn piety instead of costing piety. So any execution counts as a human sacrifice. And we can also raid for captives. We should raid for captive against Athens, to be fair. Was it Athens? I think so, where Minos raided Athens, right? And that's when Theseus went into his labyrinth and killed his Uwu Minotaur friend. I don't really remember. Either way, that's quite a fun casus belli for the history element. Anyway, sorry, going on a little bit here, rambling. Let's get rid of him. You're done, my friend. 46 dread, 100 piety. It is an act of tyranny. All subjects lose 10 opinion. All subjects, as far as I know, absolutely love us. What's 10 opinion when you've already got 100? Well, it's 10%. Good job on the maths. We're getting 0 stress because we are compassionate, and just fuck knows what's going on with that. I don't know why we're not gaining stress. Is it because we're his enemy or something? Now, all of his family members will not be happy about this. Behead. Oh, can I not change that? I don't want to behead him. I want to throw him in the fucking labyrinth. Not a fan of that one. Well, let's move him into the dungeon. That would make more sense, right? The dungeon in this case being the friggin' labyrinth. Throw him in there. Throw him in there. You are now in the labyrinth, my friend. Goodbye. And now we're sending Lassie in after you. Willingly intern yourself with the great labyrinth for eternity as the timeless guardian of Knossos and allow your heir to rule in your absence. We are 80, we are an independent ruler, and we are ready. You've seen all the world has to offer, taking your life down a dozen paths and lifestyles, but now the responsibility and final fate of your dynasty stands waiting for you beneath the great palace at Knossos. All rulers of the Lukánthrōpos dynasty must one day enter, only to leave in defense of the great island. So who are we electing? Let me just go ahead and... Oh, I might have fucked this up here. Oh, no. I was hoping we would... Maybe we can still swap it over. Toto? Okay, we're good. No, we're not good. Hang on. Okay, this is a bollocks. This is a bollocks. What do you mean I don't have enough voting strength? I just kind of assumed I'd have enough voting strength to be able to vote him in. Hold on a second. Yes, that was what I was talking about. We are deposed, and every vassal who does not hate us gains 40 opinion of us because we willingly abdicated and manifested destiny there. Our heir is Toto, who will also enter the labyrinth the second his daughter is of age as a punishment for his crimes, and to go and join his lover in the eternal hunt of, what was his name again? Asgelitas. I do this willingly and join my ancestors in defense of our great nation. Boom. She has been deposed. High King Toto ascends to the throne. A learned administrator here is recognized as one of the most qualified people to ascend to the throne, as voted in by the people. I would love to do a full democracy series at one point where we play like the HRE and I let you guys vote on whoever. That'd be quite fun. Oh fuck, it would be chaos. No, it wouldn't be fun. That'd be absolute chaos. But it might be interesting anyway. Right, he is charged with educating his daughter, and that's all. And the second she's educated, he's getting put in the labyrinth too, because he broke the rules. I mean, we have to agree with that. He did break the rules. It says it's shunned by our faith, but it's illegal, is it not? Close kin taboo. Oh, deviancy is shunned, but it's not technically illegal. But we will. He does have to step up to the mantle here and take some responsibility for his actions and his wandering hands. It says we've got an entry perk, but we definitely do not. Oh, right, you need to select focus first. Okay, I've learned something today. So what are you good at? You are training, your only focus in life is educating your daughter, Princess Pug. Now, she is training in learning. So to be honest with you, I think, fuck the intrigue. I mean, imagining a lot of that from the seduction or something like that. We're going to take you into scholarship. And you're going to help educate your daughter as much as possible. We'll go for pedagogy. Oh, now we can spend it. There we are. Fine, we'll torture someone. We'll go for pedagogy, and gain additional skills, and obviously you can become your friends as well, and then he will turn the throne over to her, as is tradition of our people. Further I delve into my studies, the more apparent the link between mind and body becomes. Now, this guy, oh, it wasn't Toto, was it though? It was Collie that sired all the incestuous kids. It was just this guy just also happened to have an incestuous kid. My God, the one thing we make shunned in this religion, and they are just all on it. My friend Lassie swears that vigorous movement helps keeps her stress in check. Yes, it does. Does it involve our brother? Gain athletic. Spend the afternoon journaling. Oh, we can potentially gain wide vocabulary from that. That one we just gain athletic. That one we gain journaler. Oh, I don't know which one's better. Learning +1? I mean, I think I'm going to have to go for the learning here. I think I'm going to have to go for the learning. Okay, yeah, we got it, which I guess is something. Just to give the highest learning bonus possible here so that we, in turn, can confer that bonus onto Little Pug, the Queen of Crete. Maybe the first proper external ruler, you know, doing raids into these enemy realms. That's how we can start bringing about the end of a lot of these empires. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Kemet has painted quite a big target on their back. Oh my God, they actually managed to grab that. They managed to grab the petty kingdom of Kush there. We got Pharaoh Huyaya of Kemet. Wow. Yeah, we definitely need to try and bring about the end of that. The Hittite Empire is massive. We've got Gobbler. Look at this one as well. Wow, holy shit. It spans all the way down. Is that the... Oh no, sorry, that's not the same realm. Sumerians go all the way down the Gulf there. That's impressive. Holy shit. Wow, this is quite impressive. We've got some big empires to try and fell. I don't need to worry too much about kind of the Greek states as it stands. Inside Palios's tent, I'm greeted by strong smells and an overwhelmingly hot and heavy air. It's important we turn our gaze within ourselves, he explains, and takes a seat. When you close your eyes and focus as I do, let the pantheon flow through you. Reach for ecstasy of divinity. Yes, I can feel my connection to Apollon. After following Pylas's instructions, I can see it all much more clearly. I can feel it. Pantheon, the world, has been coursing through my body, through my soul. We became wise man. Oh, that is awesome for educating an heir like that, huh? And we have finished our pilgrimage. Excellent. Look around you, Toto. Is this not the glory you said it would be? He says, stood in his frigging garden. Indeed it is, my friend. I've visited once or twice before in my 142 years of never leaving this province. We grow closer to forming a friendship with Pyalos Hermonosatha. Again, 250 prestige, get armed pilgrims, mendicant preachers, and he becomes friendly with us. Wow. We also have a grand rite, as is tradition for, of course, the head. Let's do it. Let's host a grand rite then. We've had the grimoire before. We've had tricks and shadows. So this time we're going to rely on our charisma and improvise. As I lead the crowd through the ceremony, I carefully study the recognition and adjust my words accordingly. Before long, I'm riding on a wave of their excitement. Passionate cheers, fueling me as I build towards a magnificent crescendo. We reach it together, howling her name at the moon as one. Oh dear. And there's our mother, Lassie, who seems to be pregnant. In the labyrinth. Our labyrinth guardian mother is pregnant. You can't even see the trait that she got, by the way, because it's off the edge. I need to find a mod that obviously gives us some more trait slots, especially when playing with characters that reach, 100 or more. She's attending our grand rite there. Wow, that seems appropriate that we let her out of the labyrinth, or at least, have the grand rite maybe even in the labyrinth. We can ask her to instruct us in the art of poetry. We can share her carnal gifts with someone. Sorry? We're going to pass our pregnant mother around the ritual. I'm not a big fan of that. Laugh, drink, and dance, and enjoy her blessings. Yeah, give us a learning perk. Oh, and then in turn, we pass it on to our daughter. My guest and I have worshipped death and done just some fucking unforgivable things. I throw her in a freaking labyrinth to try and stem the incest. And the second he sees her, he's like, right, everybody pass around. It's fucked. You people are terrible. Maybe it was our empire that needed destroying all along. We need some sea people to come and smash us. That's the only hope for this friggin' realm. He wants to be released. No, you are stuck down there with Lassie, my friend. Just as my father, Eumenos, and I crest a hill, we hear it. The snapping of twigs, the rustle of branches. I can't speak today. I've tried reading this event twice, and I'm just rolling with it now. Birds screaming in fright. They herald it. They are heralds announcing this arrival of a massive lion heading straight for us. Its path ends here with me. Don't you die. Oh, 0% chance he dies. Do it. I slay the beast and gain a hunting... Were there many lions on the island of Crete, ever? The hunt is run to an end. We mount our horses and leave the farmlands as the servants prepare the lion another game for the journey back. We return home reinvigorated, and we gain a level of glory there too. So we're focusing too much on this crap and not enough on educating our poor daughter. Should feudalize Akatiri. I don't know where that is, but sure, why not? There you are. Boom. Urbanized. Got a lot of family members that we can marry off. Again, there's not much point unless we plan on converting the wolf blood. So I'll just marry him off to basically anybody, sensible for companionship more than anything else. Alliances, obviously, are not terrible idea, but not massively relevant. We've got to make sure we are marrying them off matrilineally in the case of the women, obviously. Got anything for you at all here? I guess he's quick. There you are, that's something. My brother, Shih Tzu. What have we got for you? The Empire of Kemet. No, I kind of want to smash those guys at some point. The Kingdom of Mygdonia. Yeah, that seems appropriate. We've got a brother charioteer and friend Schnauzer. Wow, this is crazy. We've got a lot of people to marry off. These all look very Kemetic to me. Judging by the fact that it does say they're Kemetic in hindsight. There we go. We can now elect Pug. So a lot of people thought that it might have been the fact that because she was under the age of 16. But as many other people point out, there were certain characters like, for example, actually I don't know if we can see any because they are nieces and nephews for this character. But there were other characters, grandchildren of incest, that type of thing, that were also unavailable to be chosen. So it must actually be really close relatives then. Quite literally within a generational gap, so we cannot educate grandchildren, worth remembering for the future. Sorry, we can't elect grandchildren, but we can, however, elect Pug preemptively, even though she is only very young. I don't know if the vassals will be up for it either. Oh, for God's sake. Look, I'll be honest. I didn't marry you guys for the alliance. I didn't take a look at realms smaller than me and think, damn, we need those. Please don't call me in. Let's make sure we lose their messages next time. No. Not again. One of the Lassie's been showing signs of pregnancy for some time now. So that was notified between us abdicating her off and playing as this guy. Oh my God. I know for certain, as does the rest of the round, the child is mine. Well, he definitely needs to go in the labyrinth now. That's a case of double incest. That's like regular incest, but twice as bad. Let's go. Let's put you as this dude. Why not? Jared Leto, have we got anyone better than you quite yet? We could put Lassie on as court chaplain, but she's meant to be in the labyrinth, don't forget. So I'm not going to be doing that. Stuart, Collie, Schnauzer, Babe, and Lady. So we're doing pretty good on the 25-18, 25-18. Sorry, 28-18, 25-18. To say that they are immortal, I'm a little disappointed by their stats, given that just regular old Leto there is equally as skilled. Pug gets ambitious. That's a sin for our... Oh. I think it suits her, though. I think it suits her. You know, the whole point of going for this education character is so she could potentially reform the religion again and throw in some more bonuses to it. Someone always suffers makes sure it's not you sadistic, which could be appropriate. Paranoid. No, that's double... I'm gonna go for ambitious. And look at the stat bonus across the board. I can't ignore that. What are we doing with the convert faith? Oh, wow. Labradorinthian. Ideally, if we want to make another version of our religion with more doctrines and tenets or whatever, we need to make sure that we've got rid of Minoan, let alone, you know, having to then deal with Labradorinthian as well. We don't want to have Minoan here, Labradorinthian here, Aegean, etc. We need to make sure that everything is one religion, and then we flip it all over, and then we reform, and then we flip all that over before we reform again. That we just can't have this much kind of splintered realm. Should also really get rid of a lot of provinces. Ialisos, I'm going to grant you away to our sister. Sure, I mean, you can have some land. Why the hell not? There you are. Actually, you know what? Instead of giving it to our sister specifically, again, I am very worried that they might start conferring off their blood if we're not careful. I'm going to give it to whoever is the most skilled member of our dynasty. That way, the risk is potentially worth reward. If they end up having children, we can punish them. If they confer on their immortality or anything like that, it's a shame that we can't add a way for them to obviously ask permission or something like that. It'd be quite good. Wait, what happened to... Oh, was he also our steward there? What happened? Unless someone left court. What the fuck happened there? One of our siblings died? Was it Shih Tzu? I don't really know. Oh, that's cursed. What happened? Was it Babe? Maybe someone left our court. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. I don't remember who that was. My bad. Fine. Okay, so who have we got then that is capable of taking over? I mean, again, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Despite the fact these people are hundreds of years, 143, your character is 49 with far better skills than they could ever hope to have. God damn. She had a lot of temple holdings, which I assume was where we reformed the religion, but I never actually bothered giving them out again because we didn't really need it. So this is what's left of our domain. I guess if we give away Astipalea, we'll give that away to, again, I mean, preferably an unlanded character. Can we change that? Unlanded? Not ruler? Okay, there we are. Right, let's give that away to Capanius. Again, got to be careful about potentially landing this many characters. We'll keep them nice and small, so much more easy to manage in case of problems there. What the hell can we build here? Oh, Grand Temple, because it's a holy site, of course. Right, got it. That wouldn't be bad. Can I start building that there before we dish it out? And then we give it to a vassal, and they'll have the Grand Temple kind of building immediately there. I don't know if we can build it if we give it away, that's all. Give it to Schnauzer. Alright, there you go. Don't disappoint me here and end up spawning in 1,000 children that we have to worry about. So give away Malia, I guess. That's not upgraded at all, so I don't mind giving that one away. Here, my niece, Lassie. Don't fuck this up. We're now at 7 out of 7. Okay, fair enough. Bear in mind, this guy is also unmarried. Wait, what? Oh, right, of course, it won't go anywhere. Bear in mind that we are unmarried. We could have potentially helped some of those by getting married and then setting them on stewardship, or even just marrying someone with high stewardship, but I think we want the... I think just giving them away is not a terrible plan anyway. Plus, it also means that now they're happy to vote for Pug, whereas before none of them were happy enough. So it's also, you know, a pseudo bribe there too. Right, little Pug just gained. Just is certainly not bad. Tom Chow, little Apollon cares, or lesson of moderation in all things. Temperate is virtuous. Just is also virtuous, and it comes with a learning bonus. Fine. Your daughter and half-sister. Oh, there you are. Yeah, if her was not immortal when the pregnancy was revealed, immortal humans cannot reproduce when the inheritance system is enabled. So there you go. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I see that right. Let's say babe is now our player heir. Fucking vote. What's wrong with you? She is too old. Supporting Aphrodite. She's only a child. And he's content. What about you? She's only a child. She's just. Oh yeah, what a terrible fucking ruler. He's obviously not going to vote because he's in the labyrinth. We need to force the vote of some of our people then, don't we? So let's... I mean, who's got the most valuable votes here? She's got 5. She's already voting for us. 2, 4. So you, I need to sway over. So let's go to you. Let's hit you with a sway. Let's send you a bit of a dollary-do. Let's hit you with a... We could start fabricating like a plot against her or something. We could stick our spy master there, see if we can uncover something. Ah, that's okay. They're voting for her anyway, not a problem. If we really want to be a min-maxer, we could go for... Oh, I was going to say Grim to Rule, but we've already got it. Okay, never mind then. Is there anything else we can do to help these kids out? I don't believe not, no. They're the 2 education traits. Well, it'd be better to try and get that bonus to scholarship then. Oh, for God's sake! You can't go and visit her in the labyrinth. That's not right. She's having another one. This is fucked. Our brother. Our son and half-brother, Oinius. And there's me trying to be careful about not landing bloody family members in case this exact thing happens. And it's our characters doing it. Stop. I'm going to throw him in the labyrinth. I'm going to throw him in the labyrinth. The 2 of us. A child? Yep. Okay, now someone else. Oh, us and our father. Stop being rivals. Yeah. Yeah, let's stop that. I'm sure that's going to happen again in a second when somebody finds out the truth. Oh, what a shocker. Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, they're uncovering, actually, our niece and our sister. God damn. We need to make this thing illegal. Our brother was in prison. Hold on. What? Capanios. Our brother. Our brother. Am I right? I mean, he technically is our brother, but he's obviously also more than that, which is frightening. He's imprisoned. Collie was imprisoned. Collie. By his wife? His wife imprisoned him. How'd she just Dodonna? What did she... Oh my god, she found out, of course, she found out about the incestuous nature of his and his sister's relationship. Fuck. Can I ransom him out? Can I do anything here? We could just trim the bushes. We could take him out. I can't let his blood fall into enemy hands here. I'm gonna have to do him in. I'm sorry. We do have... Bear in mind that there is no such thing as kinslaying in our realm. There's no such thing. This is... and the whole point of not having kinslaying was exactly for situations like this where we need to keep the realm under control. So go humble for Pug. We cover up the wrongdoing and deceitful, or give her honesty. I think humility is better, especially for a character where piety is going to be central to, you know, her kind of life goal. Lassie died? She committed suicide. She couldn't live with the guilt. Wow. She couldn't live with the guilt of mothering 8 incestuous children. Well, we will deal with Collie. If Lassie has tidied up her own end of the dynasty, we will deal with Collie next. No! Again? What the hell happened to the immortal infertility thing? Oh my god, she is so rotund. She's so round. Not just because she's pregnant, I should point out. I feel like the obesity thing is really, really stacking up here. I suppose at least she can't have feasts anymore, so there's something. Okay, here we are. To trim the branches of our family tree, it's going to be a 60% chance of success. Damn. High Chieftain Collie still lives. Perhaps I should have planned this better. As soon as the old friend enters the room, he called for the guards. Had he been warned, the servant nevertheless escaped. And on the way, he grabbed valuables on his way to make people assume it was a elaborate robbery, not an assassination. Your time will come, Collie. He's under house arrest then, huh? Of course he knows what's happening here. He knows the rules of the dynasty. Oh, our daughter was inducted into our coven. Oh, that's quite good. I actually completely forgot about that aspect of things. Well, she is about to finish her education here. 8th of October. A few more months, and then our character has to stand down by law. by law and by the vote of our people, he's gone. When my jailer brought the joyous news, I could hardly believe it. My rival, King Asgalatas, has finally perished in the dungeon. To think I would live in a world free from that churl, and to think I was the one who brought it about, I'm so happy I could dance. He's gone. He has died in the labyrinth. Illness and sickness on his shallow grave. And Pug has ascended. Oh, look at that. Masterful Scribe, too. Fucking hell, that's great. Diplomacy +3, Stewardship +5, Learning +3. Sorry, +8. She gets a 10% bonus lifestyle experience, too. Wow, that on top of Genius and on top of the Student Intellectual is really, really, really good. Holy shit. And there we are. Our daughter and half-sister, Pug of Crete, ready to take the reins. And now our man, knowing that his time is over, has to pay for his crimes. The punishment must be carried out. He knew what he was getting into. He has served his time, his community service. And now his watch has ended. Goodbye. Willingly enter yourself in the Great Labyrinth and join Lassie in shame. And he is now deposed and becomes a monk. Apparently you're only supposed to become a monk if it's Christian. Apparently only Christian religions get monk or nun. Obviously, otherwise it doesn't make much sense. It's supposed to be just devotee. But obviously that's not really working. I do this willingly and join my ancestors in defense of our great nation. Archpriestess Pug ascends to the throne in possession of fabulous riches. Only time will tell if she will make the realm thrive or roost on the gold like a dragon. I've never seen that before. Your daughter and a half-sister takes over the realm. A fresh slate. Somebody who has not committed crimes, has not committed any sin, and is in fact prepared and ready to... 35 learning, though. If anybody is going to make this religion the most powerful it possibly can be, we can found a school of post-Lassie thought, you know? Lassie herself, deeply flawed. That's why she is now interred in the labyrinth with her lover. And we are here to redeem her. The daughter of Lassie and the sinner. Wow, this is incredible. Let's see if you can bring the dynasty back, the savior. To kick things off then, as Pug of Crete, we will need to choose her a husband. Now that sounds like it's only a small task. Well, never fucking that's when you try and marry a matrilineally, but we do also, when we marry this person, have to confer the wolf blood, so we have to be very careful about who we choose here. Now, bear in mind we have beautiful and genius. Somebody who is Herculean or some sort of strong trait will allow us to also consecrate our bloodline. So that's what we're going to aim for here. Who have we got here who is preferably... We could go for this guy, Cycladic. Close enough. He's 8, so he's only half our age, which to say that we are immortal actually isn't very, you know, that's not much of a gap in the grand scheme of things. It's either that or we marry into Luians or Cometics. So I think we'll go for you. Closest to our culture, closest to our religion. We are marrying matrilineally, and because he's Herculean, I think he is more likely to survive, don't forget, the wolf blood transfer. There is a chance he can die, and I think if anybody's going to survive it, this guy is a prime candidate. So I think immediately we dive into learning, right? We go theology, and we start working. If we have to dedicate the next 80 years of this character's life to making the ultimate religion, let's do it. For my years, for years, sorry, I can't read, I haven't had much experience. For years, my skill in tactics and strategies served me well, and it occurs to me that this knowledge would also be of use to you. I would be happy to share what I know in order to gain your favor. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. A generous offer, but what if I help you instead of we can both benefit if we polish our null together? What did... Look, to be fair, I've had 5 hours sleep in the past 72 hours, okay? Any reading-based errors, that's just a side effect. Pull our knowledge together. What does that give us? You may increase... Oh, 20% chance to increase our martial by 2. That's quite significant. That's also 20%. Let's do that one then. We gain talking strategy lessons, so we didn't get the bonus, but that gives us a temporary martial +3. So we got the kind of consolation prize there. Let's go on our first pilgrimage to the site at Knossos. Maybe the doors are locked on the temple, except in events of pilgrimages, huh? Passing by the campfire, one of my fellow travelers is telling a story she wants passing by the campfire. It's just the fire in their living room. They fall silent when I approach, except for the storyteller. Ah, don't worry, my lady. You are nothing like the doctor in this story. It's about the archpriestess of some faraway place called Crete. Really now? Tell me more of this archpriestess. Or, guards, fetch my whip. It's about the archpriestess of some faraway place called Crete. I think they are mocking us. I think they are mocking us. Tell me more about this archpriestess. I'm finally here in body and soul at the great temple of Knossos. As the high priest offers me a blessing, I reflect on everything that had to happen for Pantheon to bring me here at this moment in time. And then we've got determined, and of course, our medicament privileges and what other crappy bonuses we get. But we can also add more to that eventually. And really just keep ramping it up. I think with this character, I'm going to ignore feasts. Because every character we have, because I go for Reveler, because it's such a good stress management, they end up being, like, hideously obese. And it's killed so many of my characters in CK3 up to this point, I think I'm probably just going to ignore it. And I think instead we'll focus on the rites and the hunts instead. Because those are really good for stress management, huh? We don't need to worry about that. As the moon rises in the heavens, heralding our arrival, I can feel my body responding in the strange energies in the air. We shall do our first reading from the grimoire, or we can just present gold. Let's go for the gold. We've not done a gold sacrifice before. Setting a new precedent. Look at her arms. They are bigger than her head. Holy shit, she could lift a bus. Whatever a bus is. We all know of her fondness for sumptuous food and drinks. The tables, don't we just? The tables are heavy with sugary treats, barrels of wine, exotic fruit, and buttery pies. Wow. Lassie, teach me the art of poetry. Or we pass her around. Again, very bizarre. Spend some time with the sensible Lasthanaea. No, let's ask Lassie to teach us the art of poetry. She's only allowed out of the labyrinths for these grand rites, so I think we might as well take advantage of our mother, grandmother, and predecessors' great knowledge. Although, to be fair, everything's probably great when you're a throne, so judging by the in awe at the size of that lad and all that. Have we had to expand the door on the labyrinth, do you think? Because, I did joke about this a few episodes back, that the characters in CK3 do just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Paradox did a competition on Twitter for whoever could get the fattest character. I worry that when that combined with immortality, she might just end up filling the labyrinth. I just hope she survives through the whole campaign and we can check back on her and just see her fill this entire character screen. Let's go ahead and leave it there for today. A fresh slate with Archpriestess Pug. Let's continue with our democracy. If you have any suggestions for which realms we should be turning our attention to first, I'm not saying I have any theories, but the fact that Kemet have swallowed up most of the Levant at this stage, and are heading up towards the Hittite Empire, I feel like there's an obvious first choice for realm we have to splinter. But I'll leave it up to you guys. And maybe with this character we can actually finally bring about the rise of the sea people. Get out there into the world and start ripping them apart, setting up, like I said, we could always set up little kingdoms of our own dynasty as well. Stick us as a primary title just being purely a kingdom, and then dish out a load of other little kingdoms and not actually form an empire. That'd be a weird twist, seeing as, you know, normally making empires is the goal of every CK2 series, right? Or CK3. Thank you in the meantime to our executive producers over on Coffee for the final couple of days here on Coffee before we flip back over to Patreon. A big thank you goes out to Steak and Bacon Akins, Holy Reapers, Alex Scalibur, Firescream, Juncture on Ben, DPB, Justin Rules, Zulu, Chax, JT, Jess, Udric, Skaz, Neo Zela, and Manskid for their support at the executive producer tier on Coffee. Thank you to you guys, and a thank you as well to Blue Chaos, Zaka, KQ, The Magic Velociraptor, Trevor Brooks, Sirit 313, Corrupt Racer, Hazel, KG, Evans, Matteo, Electric Alice, Karsten, Vuoxa, and Telkus345 for their support as well. Big thank you to you guys. See you guys all tomorrow for the further adventures of Lassie.